How to handle the ridicule of others on the spiritual path. In this video, I'm going to shed some light onto why people ridicule you when you embark on your spiritual journey. Also, I'm going to share with you some ideas on how you can handle it. It doesn't have to hurt you. Hello, beautiful beings. I'm Carol Rathel, occupational therapist, metaphysical minister. I help people on their awakening journey. I help people tune into their inner wisdom and have empowering lives. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment." If you agree with this, please hit that like button below. When you find spirituality, you find the incredible essence of who you really are. You find your light, your soul, and it is natural to want to share it with your friends, share it with your family. But unless they're ready to find their own light, they will not be able to see yours. They will not be able to understand what you are talking about. People can only see the level of where they're at. So the chances are, when you start talking about spirituality, God, your light, they're probably afraid. People like to fit you into a box, and they know they can rely on you to behave a certain way, to talk about certain things, and to be there when they need you. But the moment you step outside of that box, it scares them. It's outside their understanding. In a weird way, it threatens them. The reason being they are still navigating the world of their ego, which likes things to remain the same all the time. They feel safe in the same world that they can predict. So they may ridicule you because they want to put you back into that box. It may be a fear of losing you, and it also may be a fear that their ego is afraid they might find their own light and it will no longer be in control of them. So yes, they're going to try and put you back into that box. And ridicule is a very long used behaviour that people have used to trigger other people. It's all about our self-esteem. Until people love themselves and are proud of who they are, put-downs from others hurt, and people know that. While this world of spirituality is fairly new for you, you won't have begun to use the tools that will help you stand firm in your belief and not care what others might think or say. In a way, this is your first lesson to overcome, which is learning you are sovereign. Being sovereign means you have the right to believe what you feel to be true. You have the right to practice your faith. You have the right to honour and love yourself, to speak your truth, and to make your own choices. This is one of the biggest lessons in life, and it comes the moment you begin to wake up and realise there is much more to life than the world around us. So know you have the sovereign right to be the you who holds your light and shines your light going forward. It's very likely that you may not feel like being around certain people anymore, the ones that you used to spend time with, because your values have changed. A personal story here. I used to mix with people who gathered together around alcohol, among other things. When I found my light, I stopped drinking, and I found it really awkward to be among them. I began to see I didn't fit in anymore. I just didn't enjoy it. So I began to say no to the invites. I really just wanted to be at home by myself, meditating, doing yoga, and reading inspiring books and watching inspiring videos. That was the most fun thing for me to do. Here are some suggestions for you. The first thing, guard your pot of gold. When you have found spirituality, for a time, just cherish it. Keep it close to your heart until you feel ready to let go of certain friends, perhaps. or certain activities that no longer fit for you. Choose to speak to people who get you. This can be difficult in your immediate social group, but there are many places on the internet where you will find people on the same journey as you. I created a group for people especially for this reason, and I will add the link in the description box below. You can explore groups or activities in your local area, see if any of those meet your needs, go along and check them out. Develop a loving, powerful relationship with yourself. Become your own best friend. Self-love is another major part of spiritual growth. In fact, it is essential. So as you begin to love yourself and open your heart to yourself, you may find pain from old wounds that needs to be released. So allow yourself to feel, and as you feel, you will heal. And the more you heal, the less likely you'll be triggered by ridicule. When you really love yourself and feel empowered within yourself, you are not going to care what other people say. You will be able to laugh off any teasing. It just won't get through this wonderful, strong and powerful feeling you have for yourself, and your belief will be like water rolling off a duck's back. Do what is in your heart, regardless of what other people say. If the people are a regular part of your life, then when you have reached that point of full self-love and empowerment, it will be a safe time that you can introduce them to your spirituality. It might be taking crystals or statues to work and putting them around your work area. At home it could be putting your spiritual tools out on display, whatever your living situation. If it's your family, they're going to notice, and family are the worst ones for wanting you to always fit into their box of you. But when you are fully powered, you won't care. When they make a comment, you could say, I've found my direction in life. I've found what matters to me. Have you found yours? It's often quite helpful to respond with a question. It takes the attention off yourself, and they have to start thinking. You might find that some people show an interest. They may be waking up, and when they see you appear with spiritual tools, they may ask you questions, and then you can have your conversation. Other people might ask you, well, why are you doing that? And it doesn't show much interest, but they just want to sort of try and understand why you're doing that. Just give them a little bit of information. If you launch in and tell them everything, they're only going to hear about 10% of it, and they'll get completely overwhelmed. So you could say something like, I've realized there's more to life than just this physical world, and I'm exploring the parts of me that are my spirit and soul. If they come back with, oh yeah, you can say, oh well, never mind, and just walk off. Just smile. Leave them where they're at. If it's your flatmates or your workmates, just give them a little smile, like you've got a special secret. And they really can't do much about it when you do that. By giving them no particular response, it gives them nothing to fight, and chances are they will just back off and, kind of treat you with a bit of respect. Also, develop a very powerful and strong relationship with your spirit, with your higher self. Meditate, talk to your guides, practice listening. When you ask a question, just be aware of the first words that come to mind. It will feel like you're imagining it, but often that's the way we hear spirit talking. The more you do this, the more you hear your higher self, the more you're tuning in to your inner wisdom, as I say in all my videos. Jesus said, the kingdom of heaven is within you. He meant that you find the light that is God inside you and listen to that inner wisdom. He was trying to teach that within us is our access through our energy and our connection with our soul, which goes on all the way back to the one Creator, but it comes from within. So listen and commune with your light within. and you will have access to all the support from your non-physical helpers, guides, angels, and higher beings of love. Your higher self and your guides will speak from a place of love. They encourage your growth towards the light. They hold compassion for yourself and others. They never judge. They never put people down. They help you discern what is right for you, what isn't, what you believe, and what you don't want to believe, but they will never judge you or anyone else. Above all, you are on an incredibly wonderful journey that will lead you into some challenging situations as you grow, and it will lead you to some wonderful supernatural experiences as you connect with your higher vibrational components of yourself. When you have had one of those experiences, you're not going to want anybody to take that away from you. So, like the water off the duck's back, you're just going to look at somebody who said something mocking or ridiculing towards you and just think, I am so glad that that can no longer upset me. And there's no need to respond. You are on your spiritual journey, and that is all that matters. If you enjoyed this, subscribe, because I've got some really amazing content coming up. We're going to delve into ascension and how you can prepare yourself. So I look forward to seeing you, and I will be waiting for you in the next video. Bye for now.